I think eventually he'll get highly suspicious of everything going on around him, and it'll be interesting to watch whether or not someone's going to come clean to him or not, and it might not be who you expect.
I personally play a pretty, she's a really cool chick, but she just has a normal life, and all of the stuff that's going on around her, and her own circumstances in reality are enough for her to deal with, and I can't wait until she gets involved.
I mean, he's screwed up. He's not worthy. I'm sorry. Everyone loves Damon. He's not worthy of her yet, in my opinion. Yet. And that is why we have a show. I want to throw them together tomorrow. I'll be sad. I want to see. I want to see the kiss. I want to see the sweaty palms. I want to see it all go down.
Jeremy's gone through so much, he's gone through so much loss, and went from this kind of soft, sensitive kid that wore his heart on his sleeves to becoming callous to the world, kind of starting to become a little harder and not rely so much on emotions, but become, push back a little bit and start, rather than self-destructing, getting involved in situations to help work in a productive manner. So I think upcoming these next couple episodes, he really gets involved and really starts to understand the world for what it is.
He has information now that he learned from Tyler, and he knows things that our heroes don't know, and so he gets to walk in the door and say, hey, look at me, like, I learned stuff, and I have stuff to share, and that's what kind of gets him in the group. And then something happens while he's in the group that's so kind of hardcore catastrophic that he's like, I think in the promo trailer you saw him say she's gonna pay. I'm like, nah, like she's gonna pay, and it's because shit, as they say, goes down. and Jeremy's now got an axe to grind.
Yeah, Matt.
I think it's probably pretty rough, but I mean at this point I think Matt might be a bit numb to things like that. He's used to losing people he loves. So. No, I mean seriously, it's probably just. But also I think that Matt is kind of smart enough to know that Caroline's probably just dealing with some crazy stuff and she's gonna come around. I think Matt's probably a little more mature than he would let on.
Lark's going to be spending a lot more time in the Gilbert house, maybe a few little overnights with Aunt Jenna, We actually wrote a scene that never made it to air and never shot, where Elena, is creeping through the house because she hears something and she's scared, and we're like, oh, is it a dream, or is there a vampire in the house, what's going on? And she turns on the lights and puts the Lark in his underwear. He's been caught busted, shagging Aunt Jenna.
He's been involved in the family business, too, which is hunting vampires, so I feel like, at some point, I'm guessing he'll train me in the ways.
I think that for a kid like Jeremy, who's looking for his purpose in life and who's finding it, in his own ways, to have a mentor and a dad and a friend in Alaric is going to be really important. So we haven't written that yet, but we're very excited to get on that road.
And I want to shoot a crossbow. I feel like that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
She's got this kind of special relationship with Elena, and we've seen that be tested again and again in the first season. And that's just going to throw something else altogether into the mix, because what's going on with my niece? And there's already things she's worried that Elena's not telling her about. Why are you making out with Damon on the porch? And so that's just going to intensify it. I think it's really going to cause some major trust issues. In the second season, we haven't seen a whole lot of interaction between Catherine and Jenna yet, but watch this week's episode.
The next episode is what gets him to his new place.
a double whammy of inciting incidents, as they say. He's about to learn some pretty valuable life lessons in the next few episodes. Be careful what you wish for sure.
We got a lot of story. Next couple episodes are really fun.